So how did you make your way into this world?
What do you mean? I just appeared there like everyone else.
Uh-huh.
No much.
You see, what I find
It's
intriguing was the Tate dude. He mentioned the whole light thing, sucking everyone in, including time travelers.
yeah.
And
I guess
it's
that's how the
intriguing
story.
because I wonder why he used plural.
Well, maybe there are more time travelers like than one. Haven't met like any time travelers so far, but that's pretty.
Welcome to my humble abode. That's Rory, my dog.
Nice to meet you. Take this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if anyone kills the dog, I will be killing everyone on the server. Anyway.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So, I know what you are. I know who you are.
What do you mean?
I
I
know.
still don't understand this bit.
I know your actual name is Aeon, and you are a time traveler. It's really obvious with the whole, like, magic aura vibe. Like, you're terrible at concealing it.
That's funny story.
Funny story.
Yeah.
You see, I have a bit of evidence, not physical because it's in the other world, unfortunately. But, just follow me.
What's that? What?
Pop down here.
It's giving me off some very
Don't worry, I'm
strange
not gonna
vibes.
kill ya. I'm not that stupid. Welcome to my little abode. Let's just
Oh, that looks.
walk through here. Go through the nether portal. Now, this is a little thing called a universal portal. It's used by travelers to access different worlds. Seem familiar?
Not quite.
Did you get amnesia too, like the rest? Because you're very obviously a traveler.
I mean, I traveled a lot of places.
I mean traveler as in universal or time traveler. Either or.
Okay, who the hell are you, and how do you know all this?
My name is Pink Evening Mist. Lovely to meet you. I'm one of the original time travelers, let's say. That's how I can tell what you are.
Original.
Yep. The fates plucked me from my little world and shoved me into this job. I've been doing this for about a couple trillion years now.
Do you even hear yourself?
Yep. I know I sound crazy. I've been through this lots of times.
And how do I know that you're not one of them trying to hunt me down?
Well, it's very, very simple. If you did truly suspect I was one of the people hunting you down, you would have killed me already. You wouldn't have left.
I felt some strange feeling. I had some strange feeling about the person living in the mountain, and I was kind of suspicious about you during our trip. And now my suspicion is starting to prove itself.
True. I was suspicious about you too. It's not every day that I come across a traveler. You guys are quite rare. Or at least one that's not as as experienced as you are. Though I don't have a note of your experience, unfortunately. My little machine wouldn't say that.
Machine.
Yep. I've automated the process because I was far too exhausted with all the issues of the millions of worlds. Oh.
What?
Oh dear. Anyway, we're probably safe down here.
I guess.
But anyway, I was a bit bored with having to, like, do all the paperwork for loads and loads of worlds. So, I automated the process. So, whenever a world is in need of my assistance, let's say, I will just go there. And normally I get a lovely little book detailing stuff. And this time, I got a note about you. A warning note.
What about this, like, world assistance thing, or how did you call it?
Automated machine world.
Huh?
It's not here. It's in my little office world, let's call it.
Office world.
Yeah, a fun little perk about being a time-traveling entity for trillions of years. You gain some cool perks along with it. One of them that I've acquired is making pocket dimensions. So I have a little world where I just chill, waiting for my next assignment. That's where I have my machine.
Sounds very cool. You should write fanfics with this imagination that you have. But I still don't quite believe that you're some time traveler that I have never heard of. And that is just like, oh, hi, I know your name and I know that you are a time traveler just by looking at you.
Think
I mean,
about it, though. How would I know that? The way you're acting clearly means that I'm right. You're acting agitated. You were talking about me being suspicious. You're holding a trident up to me like you want to kill me. If I was...
It's not just a trident, it's one of, I don't know, yours or not yours, according to your words, technologies that is called, let me, spell it out loud. Time Anomaly Disabled, TAD. Sounds very stupid, but that's what they use, or you use, to try to kill me. And I found it in this world, in this timeline, to be exact.
Yeah, I haven't actually interacted with a little group that you guys have dealt with, because the last time, about a couple million years ago, that they tried to capture me in a world, I kind of killed them. Because they hurt someone I cared about, so they gotta go. Don't particularly like them. They're quite stupid for trying to capture travelers.
So they've been after you too, you say?
Yep. I think, though, they figured out pretty quickly I'm not one to be messed with.
So now they're after me.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, they will go after you until you essentially prove that if they go after you again, a lot of people will die. I got Marilyn to thanks for that, honestly.
And why is that?
Well, she's the one who killed them. She likes blood. Plus, if I really was a member of this organization, like you suspected me, why in the world would I show you a magic-ass portal underneath the mountain?
I don't know, to, like, deceive me or something?
Yeah, but the whole point of the organization, from what I'm aware of from my research, I need to get those books back anyway, they are capturing people like us so they can figure out how we work. How would someone from that know how to make a time-traveling portal? Seems a bit out of range for them.
If you're a time traveler like me, like you say, why do you use some machines to create portals while I have to use pocket watch just to access this, the portals?
Oh, it's very simple. You just don't have enough experience.
Wow. It's more convenient, but it is a sign of lack of experience. Wow, that's funny.
Yeah, I had a bit of a worse situation, honestly, than you when I started out. I just get randomly sent to universes without my knowledge. I didn't have any control over it. Eventually, I learned how to. I learned how to control my powers. And universe after universe after universe, I improved. That's how I am today. I may look like a normal adult to you, but trust me, I'm not this young. I'm quite old.
Oh, me too, I guess.
Yeah, I figured.
Anyway, what do you could possibly want from me?
Oh, it's very simple. You see, the whole reason why I decided to travel to this world in the first place was because you intrigued me. Because again, like I said, I don't meet many travelers. Most of us do our own thing, are kind of solitary. So when I heard there was a traveler in this world, well, piqued my interest. So really, I don't want anything from you specifically. I doubt you could give me anything that I desire that I couldn't acquire myself. Simply, I wanted to meet you, see what you were like. You don't happen to have voices in your head yet, do you?
No?
Oh, yeah, you're definitely inexperienced then.
Whatever.
Don't worry, your powers will probably invent their own way. But have you ever realized the fact that if you leave a universe, that leaves a huge power gap behind you? That could destabilize the universe?
Not quite. I just leave and leave, like enter another timeline, and that's it. And
Interesting.
just
So you're
repeat,
one of
repeat, repeat.
those. You're one of those
One of
travelers.
who?
You're one of those travelers. Intriguing.
One of what travelers?
Well, from what I'm aware, there's two types of travelers. Travelers that can go wherever they like, that normally don't have too much experience, so they either get transported randomly or they have something they anchor their powers to, like you have the little watch you mentioned. And then
Yeah.
there's the travelers like me, who are normally more experienced, so I haven't met really anyone like me yet, thanks to the fates. But we essentially clean up the other travelers' messes. We are in charge of making sure that universes don't collapse before their times.
So you're telling me that every time I travel, the universe that I was in before the next universe, not universe, but timeline, collapses.
Not
Is that what
exactly
you mean?
normally that stuff gets fixed up quite easily because time works differently in all the different universes, like you surely know. So a minute here could be a year in another world. So normally I'm able to get around pretty quickly. That explains why you don't have the voices yet, because your powers haven't developed the system.
Alright. So you're traveling through universes or something?
Yep.
Not the timelines, like not the specific time periods,
Nope.
just universes.
Universes.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because my whole job is to make sure that they don't collapse beforehand. So I do need the power to travel. But like you, I'm certain I've gone by several names, dear God. One of them's Marilyn, another Rosa, one even called Hope. It's quite interesting how universes work. In some, you're seen as the antagonist, in others, the hero. Ever notice that?
I did.
Interesting. Yeah, but obviously you haven't developed a whole system to travel universally and not cause devastating chaos behind you, because otherwise you would have acquired voices.
What voices?
Facets of your soul, essentially. Shall I explain the system to you?
I'm 4 years.
Well, basically, every time a traveler goes into a new universe, normally they take up a spot there. That becomes a fundamental part of that universe's timeline. And if that person is removed, there's going to be a power vacuum. So, the way at least I developed, I know some travelers develop differently, but the way I developed is I simply leave a facet of me there, a clone, per se, and that personality and those physical attributes still stays with me, and those little personality facets, those are my voices. Each life I've lived represents a shard of personality in me. The three most prominent are Marilyn, Hope, and Rosa. Normally I look a little different.
So you're like hearing them talking all the time?
Yep, it's a bit annoying, but honestly, after a couple million years, you get used to it. You learn how to silence them.
Million years. Okay.
But they can offer quite good advice sometimes, since they have so many experiences, and sometimes I'm a little bit forgetful. Happens when you're a couple trillion years old. Gone silent?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Too much information?
Too much information. Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, I figured. Essentially, if you see me look different and act differently, that's probably because of one of the others have taken control. They can do that sometimes.
Wait, so they can. So not only do you hear them, they can also take your control, like, of your body.
Yeah, but only 3 of them because they're the most prominent, I suppose. Most of them are like quiet whispers in the back of your mind, almost mistaken for thoughts. But they're not your thoughts, they're other people's thoughts. But like I mentioned, Marilyn, Hope, and Rosa, they're the 3 most prominent ones, so they can take control. Marilyn's the most prominent, so you'll probably meet her soon. Just a little warning, she tends to have a taste for blood, and she's not the sanest individual.
How about we go up?
Guys, I'm going through the portal. There's no one here.
Oh. Oh, you just pushed me in. This looks like a portal.
There's nothing in the book about this.
Guys.
It's just the base.
Well, Elder, what do we do about this situation? I bet
Well,
you do have a solution.
not exactly. Oh, look, my little trails. Well, they're probably gonna figure out pretty soon that it's mine. So they're probably gonna have questions for me, but I can deal with them. I've dealt with curious minds before.
And how?
After all, if they're smart, then they'd go in the portal and find wherever they are. If they're stupid, they'll head back the way they came. Oh. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I have like good boots. Let's say that. Fine. I could have just dropped from there, but it's you I'm worried about. Just to not break your leg or something.
Yeah, I'd rather not break my.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to find a new way to get to my house then.
I guess so. There is a portal like we can go to the spawn, but is that safe? I don't know.
Well,
We
if
go
we're in.
to Shadow Collective base though.
If we go through spawn, then they can't suspect. Oh, there it goes.
Okay.
I mean, if you go, you won't be implemented in it. They probably won't ask you any questions unless they've seen your username.
I do have something. Could you take off your armor real quick?
Ah, fun.
That should do the trick. Yeah, I've got plenty of those.
Did we go through?
I'm in the...
Oh.